Monday, Matt. Oh, Thursday? It's Thursday. What's going on, everyone? I am back streaming live at night again. It's been a while, I know. Hopefully people show up. If they don't show up, we could talk to each other, which I don't mind. What's going on, Brian, Dial, and Degrassi?
Hey, what's happening, everyone? I had a good day today. I was laying around playing video games like I normally do.
Ooh, what were you playing?
I've been playing Fallout 76 on the PC. Since I have a computer now that can actually use it. Everyone else in the house plays it too, so it's kind of fun getting into it like that. Anyways, I'm happy to be here tonight. It's always a rare pleasure to come on here and give my 2 cents every once in a while. But yeah.
Dia, what have you been up to besides your new life?
That's
some headboard. I love that headboard.
Yeah, thank you. I like
nice.
it a
It's
lot.
a nice headboard. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, life be life and lots of stuff going on. Trying to get back into the swing of things, trying to be consistent with the uploads. Lives. Probably the next live will be for Daredevil when that finishes. When that finishes airing, a couple reviews here and there. So yeah. But I'm here. I have not gone off the face of the earth. I'm still around.
I was thinking I know my Monday show is Monday Madness, but after my disappointment with other streams and other panelists and just what we talk in general, maybe I'll change it to mature movie entertainment.
I'd be careful with the title like that because it could have some.
Yeah, you can get saddled with
connotations.
Yeah, I don't know. You might get a cease and desist from Max.
I guess I can keep
my new channel. My new channel is going to be called Movie Sadness and Disappointment.
Dude,
welcome to Movie Sadness and Disappointment, everybody.
MSD.
You know, it's. I had planned to stream this past Monday, but I went to a con in upstate New York and in Syracuse, and I get sick. I get the norovirus.
Oh no!
The norovirus is no joke. You don't want it. You don't ever want to think about it. It's insane. I didn't sleep for a day. I was afraid to go to sleep.
Because you're gonna be puking in your bed.
True. It lasted 4 days, I think.
Oh no, that's 4 days too long.
4 days. I went to the doctor. They're like, "Well, there's nothing we can do. You just gotta ride it out."
What? Oh my god, that's the worst thing to hear from a doctor. Just ride it out.
Can I get a diaper? No, I'm just kidding.
Saddle up. The next couple of days are going to be pretty shitty.
Like, what?
Jeez, I'm like, there's no shots, there's no medicine, there's nothing. All right, let's say hi to the chat. Terry Floyd, the king is a fink. Stan's biggest fan. Hey, nerds, I'm almost done playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. 258 hours and nice. Hey, Charlotte, what's going on? Oh, Blue Jay, dude, the theme, Risen Me. Rising Me? Risen Me?
Risen Me.
Does that mean you want a link? Do you want to come on the show, Blue Jay?
You want to come on? You want to come on?
I think we should have Blue Jay. It's been a while. Yeah. And we don't have that many people on the panel, so why not? But it was an experience. But as you said, DL, I haven't been consistent with streaming and upload. I uploaded 2 videos and I'm doing a live stream tonight. So
there's a lot of movie news that came out too, and I haven't covered all of it. So I'm like, I got a lot to cover, including what we're going to talk about tonight.
Yeah, and going forward on the channel, I think maybe not having 10 people on a panel is a good idea anymore. So I want to limit it to probably 6, max 7 going forward, because I want everybody to have a turn to talk on the channel. And for the audience to actually enjoy us talking and having a conversation, and try not to yell at each other or insult each other or belittle. So Don will not be on the channel anymore. I'm just kidding. Don.
Never have Matt Jarbo on your channel. If you don't want that to happen, never have Matt Jarbo on your channel.
I actually wanted to hop on his channel because like there'll be some takes that he has where I'm like, I want to challenge you, sir.
You can't play chess with pigeons, man. They'll shit all over the board and walk away like they won anyway.
Hey Ashley, I like the yelling.
God, that's so true.
But I got yeah, some people like the yelling, some people don't. Yeah, I got no beef with Jarbo. I know some people do, but I
don't
enjoy
have a
talking
beef
to him,
with
even
him.
though
yeah, it's not a beef. It's I have no use for him, and he fucking cracks me up. And so, you troll me, sir. I troll you.
Let's get to the news.
Anywho,
I have a regularly scheduled program, and if any of the guests feel like they want to talk about something that's not covered tonight, we can talk it out and have some fun tonight because that's what we're all about here. Okay, let's start with this dismal box office from this weekend. The Working Man pulls in 15.5, Disney Snow White 14.3, Chosen The Last Supper Part 1 11.7, The Woman in the Yard 9.3, Death of Unicorn 5.7, Princess Mononoke, which came out of nowhere, 3.8. Mononoke. Sorry. Captain America.
The reason
2.9. Black Bag 2.1. Mickey 17. Jeez. 1.9. Novocaine 1.4. There's some really good movies on this list. And people are not showing up for these movies. It's a shame.
Yeah.
What is this? What?
See, the thing with the chairs again. Oh my gosh.
The worst marketing ever.
Let's take a movie like Companion, a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
When movies get dumped in the first 3 months of the year, that's generally a graveyard. So when if a movie like Companion makes any money that time of year, it's a win. And now they're saying they're profitable.
Oh, nice.
The movie is now in profit. So I don't know, man.
I think it really just comes down to
so many moving pieces.
Yeah, I really
think you got to give people options, man. You got to give people. This sounds terrible. You got to give people an auditorium where every movie that is shown in that auditorium, you're free to use your cell phone. Right? You know how we have sensory. They have the movies for people with sensory issues.
Yes.
Or like the quiet movies. I know one theater around us has like a daycare thing. It's not a daycare thing because the parents have to be there, but they keep your kids entertained while you're watching a movie.
Oh, that's smart.
And we let people. There's a pizza place and a bar, all but connected to the theater. And if people want to bring food in, they can. We don't care.
You were saying, DL?
Yeah, going back to not a lot of people are watching some of these good movies that are coming out. Some of these, I don't like the marketing for some of these movies. Wasn't really a lot for them, or either that or the trailers have been that great. Like, I didn't even know they were doing a re-release of Princess Mononoke until a few days ago. I didn't even know. And then the marketing for Mickey 17 and stuff like Death of a Unicorn, for example, which I heard had solid reviews. I barely saw any marketing for either of those. I don't even think some people knew these movies were coming out. So in Working Man, I saw nothing for that. So I really it doesn't help the argument that there's more original films that come out than the franchises and sequels, but nobody knows about them, or they don't push the marketing for these movies for people to want to go to see them. So it's just like, it's a shame. It's like, I feel like these movies would have more of a chance if studios actually tried to push those movies. Well, I'm not saying just as hard as the big franchises, because that costs money too to make trailers and stuff like that. But it's just like, they need to push these movies a little bit harder so people actually know that they're coming out. I'm surprised Brave New World is still holding on.
Oh yeah.
Snow White. I did see that this past weekend.
How was it?
Not a fan. I'm not a fan. But was it the worst? Was it the worst ones I've ever seen? No, but once again, it's just like it's Disney doing what they do with the live action remakes. You don't know what they're gonna come out with.
I'm gonna save my money for Minecraft.
The Minecraft. Oh my
Minecraft.
God. It was coming out this weekend.
I will say this about Snow White. Snow White is probably like bottom tier when it comes to princesses, and as far as little girls and people that grew up on the Disney princess stuff, Snow White is not top tier. I don't know what made them make this live action.
Well, you gotta kind of get this in perspective, because once Disney starts touching like the classic eras, like the Disney era when he was alive, they don't tend to do well, except for Cinderella. But like Dumbo didn't do that great. Snow, like even this one, I think Jungle.
I can tell you why, Bruce.
What was it?
Jungle Book did really well. I think it made like 900 million.
Yeah, Jungle Book, because those are more, a little bit more recognizable. Snow White.
Does anybody remember Peach Dragon?
What? What's that?
Hey, the live action one was you can't do that movie that way, but they actually did a noble job with it. I know that they had a new animated Peach Dragon cartoon in development, and I've seen art for it, but I don't know where that landed. They're doing the live action ones, Bruce, because one day the animated versions will be in the public domain.
Oh,
so that's why they wear the same costumes, and they look. That's even though Snow White is a fairy tale, that there's no copyright on Snow White, but there is a copyright on your version of Snow White. So that's what they're doing.
Because the original story of
Snow White, however many years.
The original Snow White fairy tale is vastly different from.
Was it a Grimm Brothers?
Brothers Grimm.
Yes, I believe so. Was it?
Yeah, it's called Brothers Grimm. Yeah.
Yeah, because if a story like that was told today, the author would be put in jail for the themes of that story.
I don't even mind them doing. Yeah, obviously there's some, not only with Snow White, but there are some other Disney films that are like really old and have some stuff that does not hold up. So I understand making some changes to make it more accessible for today. But like, I just felt like Rachel. I said this from the beginning that I didn't feel like Rachel Zegler fit the character, and it, like, after watching the movie, it just felt even more so. Not saying her performance was bad, but I never felt that entire movie that she was Snow White. If she was a different.
Was it her or was it the writing?
I think it was the writing, because like her performance wasn't bad. She was trying, even with the weird direction that they were giving her. But it's just like, I don't feel like she should have been casted in the role. Like if she was a different, huh?
About Gal Gadot.
She was awful.
I expect
She was awful. Like I was baffled. Like, I'll say this: starting out, when she was like playing it straight and was being like real sinister and serious, like that's how she was playing it in the beginning of the movie. I was like, oh, you know what? She might have something here. Like let's see where this goes. The moment she started singing,
Yep.
She
Yep.
sings?
That's
Yes, they
sings?
gave her a musical number, and it was
She has a musical number? No.
That's
Stop.
almost as bad as giving her exposition in a movie. Oh,
And just like, and then after that point, she just started hamming it up and started getting really weird and over the top. I'm just like,
I mean,
no.
like you could. I'll be okay. I never seen the movie, and I have no interest in seeing it because it's another pointless remake. But I think that I feel like something like Gal Gadot is such a strange casting because I picture the Evil Queen as someone more like a Toni Collette or a Kate Blanchett. Because I can see more Kate Blanchett. I can see her. I mean, she camped it up before. She played villains.
You know, after we got the Evil Queen and Once Upon a Time on ABC, I forgot the actress' name. Her last name is Padilla. That was the essence of an Evil Queen. They could have got her to come over and do that part.
Man,
Gal Gadot can't sing, can't act. She can't even stand still correctly.
No,
I'm glad I don't have an opinion either way on this shit. I really lack.
that's kind of how I am, dude.
I'm gonna be 55 years old.
Out of it, dude.
PS5?
Yeah.
Oh, don't be mad, Ashley, because Transformers 1 is the best film out of all of them.
What the hell is a Transformers?
What? Are we getting a Disney Transformers makeover? Princess Transformers.
Transformers 1 is my favorite of all the Transformers movies besides 86. You know, Bruce knows how I feel about that.
Watch it.
That's Bruce's fault.
That's the one you would like over all the other ones because those are all shit. Those are exercises in testing my patience. All the Michael Bay Transformers movies.
Now
but
I have a
Bumblebee and the Rise of the Beasts were good because they were real movies. I knew where I was at. They had cinematic cartography. There was geography. It wasn't just a camera that had no axis, just spinning around.
I don't understand what's going on. What, Transformers and My Little Pony?
That was a great read.
No, I'll go
see
it.
Wait. That's an actual thing.
Yes, that's a comic. Look it up. It's a comic.
But as far as like box office returns and stuff, I was listening to something today where Matt Damon, I guess he was on Hot Ones or something, and was talking about how a lot of the problems with what's going on right now is that like it's the DVD market, the death of the DVD market, and like streaming.
It's been that way,
bro. Like, well, but that's what's really doing all this crap in. You know, because before they would rely on, back end sales and rentals and all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
But now that money's just not there anymore.
Well, that's all because of the short.
Oh my God, this is actually real.
Short theatrical window.
I mean, they both have
actually boutique home video labels like Vinegar Syndrome and Shout, Scream Factory, Synapse, all your small labels that put like Kino Lorber. Kino Lorber does a lot puts movies out on physical media. They cover the rest. They do all the work for the studio. Studios don't need to do it anymore. And all of those boutique labels are fucking raking it in. So there is it's a much smaller market, but physical media will be like vinyl records. That's just the reality of it. Movies on disc will be the next vinyl record, pretty much in that kind of vintage. Somebody will always be licensing movies from studios to put them out on disc. That will always be the case.
Here on the other side of the token here, with streaming, you have not only do you have some award-winning, better than television quality series, okay, in most cases, which that occupies a lot of people's time, and would rather watch that, and then movies. You have like straight to streaming movies that are better than probably 9 out of 10 of these movies on this list.
And Netflix still gotta work their stuff, get their stuff together.
I'm just saying that there's circumstances where it takes a lot to get my ass into the theaters. Okay,
right.
I mean, Black Bag's just Black Bag's a good movie, a good adult thriller action. It's got a little bit of everything for grown-ups, and it's a Steven Soderbergh movie. It's going to be good.
I've never even heard of it, so it's like that's like
Princess Mononoke, an IMAX re-release of a classic anime. Let's see.
Also, the fact that
Captain America, of course.
Working Man,
Statham, Snow White, and Working Man. The only reason I know about that is because everybody's been trashing Snow White everywhere. Doesn't matter where you go.
I saw a trailer for Working Man today. That was the first trailer I seen for that movie.
I'm sorry, it's not a bad movie.
Yeah,
but it's because everybody's time is eaten up doing other stuff.
Yeah,
the audiences are so fragmented. Their time is so. It's like fragmentation upon fragmentation. Where are you supposed to dedicate all this time and energy to all this different stuff when there's so much already going on in the world? I think people are nervous. Sure they want to escape, but when you're nervous and anxious all the time, how easy is it to maintain that escapism? You're still going to worry. And of course, that's not all of it. It's expensive to go to the movies.
Yeah, very expensive.
Kids are assholes.
I can't afford it. And theaters suck. Why are you spending that much money for a shitty experience?
Yeah. And that's another big thing that came out of CinemaCon this week is the capital expenditures that the chains are making and basically the free stuff that the different tech companies that power your theaters, the projection and sound, the stuff that they're going to give away to theaters. So you're basically going to have an IMAX or a Dolby Cinema in every city and town.
Wow. All right, let's move on to some projections for the box office.
No.
A Minecraft movie from Warner Brothers is projected to make 85 to 100 million opening weekend. Chosen Last Supper Part 2, 10 million, 12. A Working Man, 7 to 9 million. I did not expect a Minecraft movie to reach 50 million, let alone possibly 100 million opening.
I will be shocked if it makes that. Well, okay, actually, I'm not a big Minecraft person, so I'm probably not aware of the fan base when it comes to that, especially because I remember Minecraft, people were talking about it more like a few years ago.
Yeah,
but
was playing it.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like they could have capitalized on this movie earlier, but I could be wrong. So
I'm about to see this movie on a Monday. I am looking forward to this movie. It's going to be the biggest movie of 2025. It's going to be bigger than Superman.
Avatar 3 will disagree with you.
Avatar 3.
Avatar. Is that a thing?
Lilo and Stitch will disagree with you as well.
The rip-off Avatar movie,
I will say this. We do have a plethora of great movies and different genres of movies releasing in the next 2 years. If you're a moviegoer and you love going to the theater, there's tons of movies out that are coming out that will get you back to the theaters if you can afford the prices.
And make sure the theatrical window is have a good length and not
45 days. Cough.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that's going to be the standard. I mean,
I think it is.
They're not going back to 75 or 90. It's just I guess it would depend. It's like with the Narnia deal. The Magician's Nephew, Netflix has given it a month, right? But they're only really giving it 2 weeks. And then we'll see after that first 2 weeks. And that's so it would be the reverse here, kind of.
Well, that's longer than what they gave to Glass Onion.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that proved successful because they see how big it went when it actually hit Netflix.
But I think Minecraft still has. I still think there is the game still has. I don't know how many people. I haven't looked at numbers or anything, but I think it still has a sizable player base. And
I think it's going to shock people the way Five Nights at Freddy's shocked people. People were in
I
a
know.
negative hit.
I know my youngest nephew was chomping at the bit to see it. So that means that, you know, there's 2 tickets there at least. One of his parents will have to take him. He's not that old yet.
Did anyone see the comic book store movie?
I don't even know what that is.
I have no idea what that is. I want to see it now because I have this idea of what it's about.
Is it a movie about? So is it a movie about comic books coming to life when the humans are not there?
No, it's about a disgruntled comic book store owner that kills kids.
I remember one about 2 comic book store. There was like a comic book store rivalry show movie.
Huh.
I mean, that's kind of weird. I mean, because that's happened before, you know. So I wonder if it's based on a true story.
Let's see. I'm Googling it. Eric Roberts.
Oh, okay. I know what movie this is.
Everything you need to know about the comic shop movie. Huh. A former comic book artist turned owner of a struggling shop in Las Vegas faces a tough reality after the pandemic hits.
A shop in Las Vegas?
Forced to reinvent his business and part ways with his best friend Alex. Mike thinks his creative dreams are over, but when they meet Brandon, the three of them come together to build their lives and chase their passion. Sounds like a beginning of a porno.
You had to take it there, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Is it going straight to? Is it straight to Tubi?
Hey, nothing wrong with straight to Tubi movies. Okay.
Oh no, I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it.
Like I said, half of them.
I thought this was a documentary.
It says it's ready for release. I don't see any. Does it have a?
Yeah, no, it won't. It won't go to theaters. If it's an Eric Roberts, if it's a movie.
Oh, it's scheduled for VOD and digital on the 11th. Oh, I might have to check that out.
Yeah, might.
Movies like that infuriate me.
So,
because it's not that hard to get the reality of a comic shop down. It's really not.
No.
And a show like The Big Bang Theory couldn't even get it right. And they had a budget.
Oh God! Don't get me started on Big Bang Theory.
All right, what do we got next? We had the passing of one of Hollywood's greats, Val Kilmer.
Oh my God, dude! This was April 1st. Like literally, I thought it was like Dumpy. Like, okay, why are you?
I know a lot of people thought it was a joke.
It's like, okay, it wouldn't be that fucked up that we went out to do that, but like that shit's actually real, and it like stuck with me. I'm like, what the fuck? And I know he had like because apparently he died of pneumonia.
I thought it was throat cancer.
No, I know he had it since 2013. That's what I thought, but when I looked it up, it's actually pneumonia.
Oh wow!
Which I didn't know that. So that's good.
Yeah, once that flu is getting your lung and your immune system is compromised, you're done.
Yeah, pneumonia kills people. Yeah, pneumonia is a real killer, man.
Yeah,
and there's a lot more of it post-COVID, because COVID will typically lead to it. I'm not a doctor. I've got stories, personal stories.
I will say this: my two favorite movies three, The Doors, Tombstone, and Real Genius. Those are my favorite movies that he's done.
Real Genius, Top Secret.
Oh, Top Secret.
Yeah,
Mad Mardigan. Come on now.
Oh yeah, Willow.
I didn't like Willow at all.
I did. It was just show didn't bother me. I got the anachronisms. I knew what they were trying to do. They just didn't really do it particularly well, but I didn't hate it.
I put this picture together of his different roles. It's been so long since I watched his Batman movie. Did the suit really look like that?
His proto suit, yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
like, yeah. I didn't love Batman Forever.
The Sonic, the hypersonic or whatever. Yeah,
his Sonic prototype suit, whatever it was. I didn't love Batman Forever in general, but I did think he was a really good Batman by
it
himself.
gave us Robin though, man.
I know, and actually, I liked Chris O'Donnell in Forever as well. So, even though I had like
was amazing.
I wish he did. Well, I don't think he would have made the movie like better, but I wish he could have stayed as Batman and Batman and Robin. But
he was also in The Prince of Egypt. He played Moses.
I was going to mention that. That's my favorite film of his. When he was voicing Moses, like it's nuts.
And he played both Moses and God. And I just looking at the movie.
Wait, that was him too?
Yeah, like the part with the him in the cave with that shining. That was apparently that was God. And I was like, oh shit.
What?
Wow. I did not know he was playing God and Moses. That's crazy.
Just looking back at it, I was like, oh my goodness, like he was good. I was like, he didn't do any more voices. That was the only movie he did a voice of. I was like, that was great.
It was.
One of my mom's lifelong friends co-directed that movie with her husband. Yeah, my mom grew up across the street from Brenda Chapman.
Oh, Brenda Chapman. Okay. All right.
I just lost a subscriber. God damn it.
Would watch her and my aunts. My aunts were closer to her age. So my aunts are still friends with Brenda, and my mom was the big sister for her friends, her sisters and her sister's friends.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm glad Val's final appearance
in a town with about 8 people in it.
Was this Iceman?
Top Gun Maverick?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm glad just made his final appearance there. I thought it was very poetic what they did with that.
Oh, that was his final movie, right?
I literally watched the same day. Well, it was like late that night, April 1st, but the next day I was on break at work, and I watched the one clip with Cruise and Kilmer. I was like, damn, this shit really hit home.
Hey, RJ.
This shit really hit home. And I love Top Gun Maverick. It was so good.
Can you tell me who the bad guy was in that movie? What country was the evil, nefarious country?
An evil fighter jet.
Yeah, but what country were they from?
Somewhere in the east.
Keep going, because you ain't gonna find it.
What's the country that Dr. Doom lives in?
it might as well have been the Galactic Empire.
The Galactic Empire.
Okay. I mean, it pretty much was a remake of A New Hope.
The Decepticons. That was Starscream the whole time.
You know, I said before, I only watched one of those Transformers movie, the first one, and I don't know. I just couldn't just sit down and watch the rest. Did they actually have stories after the first one?
I mentioned Decepticon, and you divert the Transformers talking about Val Kilmer, who just passed away. I just mentioned one time.
But yeah, the first Transformers is a good place to stop it because it goes downhill after that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Whether it's Austin Butler or Powell that take over the role in Heat 2, I think everybody thinks that Austin Butler's a shoe-in for the Val Kilmer role in Heat 2.
Dildo Batmobile.
I just got that. I got the Batman and Robin Batmobile.
I hate Batmobile so much.
In Top Gun, it was Iran, and Top Gun Maverick, it was North Korea.
No, it wasn't. They never say North Korea. There's no North Korean flags. There's no mention of North Korea. I don't even think they even show it on a map, like where it's located in the world. Do they even? I don't. I don't know. I need to go back and watch
read
it.
the novel. Read the novel.
Yeah, I don't even think. Did they do a novelization? Do they still do novelizations for non-genre geek or movies that aren't geek movies?
Oh my God.
I don't think so.
Maybe some of them. I don't know.
It might
I
as well
don't
be,
read.
might just be Cobra.
Cobra. Yeah, right.
Cobra.
So you're just saying that because it's a Paramount movie?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know. I didn't even think that till you mentioned it.
I watched, when was it? Yeah, it was Tuesday night. I watched The Ghost in the Darkness, Stephen Hawking's Ghost of the Darkness with him and Michael Douglas. They're lion hunters. They're big game hunters, and they go to Africa to hunt these killer lions. Yeah, it's a fantastic movie. It's hugely underrated.
Were they radioactive lions, and did anybody get powers afterwards?
No, they were lions that were. I've never seen lions, dude. Lions don't do this. Like they were going into villages and eating people and stuff.
What?
And they don't. They are not lions. They are the ghost and the darkness. And then they Kilmer and Douglas are two big game hunters who go to Africa. And it's great big, it's got scope, and there's, they're in the desert, and they're in the savannah, and then they're in the jungle.
What year was this?
96, I think, 96. Such an awesome movie. Was it Paramount? Yeah, Paramount.
Never heard of it.
So good.
All right, next up, everyone's favorite discussion. David Zaslav hates animation. New theatrical animated Flintstones, Tom and Jerry, and Looney Tunes movies are officially in the works at Warner Brothers.
I'm so confused. I am so confused because
Flintstones is almost
you
done.
sell off Coyote versus Acme, and then you had somebody else release the day the Earth blew up.
Yes,
but you still want to make Looney Tunes and the other stuff. I don't get it.
I think they wanted to get rid of the old regime, green,
it's
stuff, and do their own properties the way
they
wanted.
Oh boy,
that the logic just doesn't. I don't know.
I don't know. If you move into a new house, you're gonna keep the furniture.
Well, actually, that's questionable because Looney Tunes hasn't been
you afford to
the
buy
cash
new
cow
furniture, though?
that they wanted to.
What was that, Brian?
Well, that's why people have moving trucks because sometimes you got to keep your old furniture.
It's true.
But I mean, now I do want to see these. I mean, well, I'm more.
Sign me up for Flintstones, Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes.
Actually, no, I'm more of a believe it when I see a person because
Flintstones is pretty much,
I get. All right, Looney Tunes short.
Wrapping up.
I mean, Looney Tunes short, but Tom and Jerry, I'm like, okay, I'm loving some Tom and Jerry, but that last movie, man, I don't know.
That last movie was awful.
They had a Tom and Jerry movie.
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
Let's just say
it was a live action. It was a live action animated hybrid.
Yeah, it came out around the same time as a certain cut of a movie.
Yeah, it was up and straight to Max.
Yeah.
Or it was day and date. It was day and date, theaters and Max.
Yeah,
it was during the panty,
and it came on Tom and Jerry. Remember that debacle?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we
leaked the Snyder cut to freaking Tom and Jerry movie.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that was funny.
We saw what happened with Space Jam 2.
What's LeBron James can't act, bro.
That was all LeBron, man.
At least about the first Space Jam, Michael Jordan has personality and some charisma. Okay.
It's not.
Not in that movie. Not in that movie.
James is just a basketball player.
It's certainly not stopping them from doing another Space Jam movie because they are doing another Space Jam movie.
Of course, they made $15 on it. I mean, why not? Cost them $14 to make.
$15.
So I'm more looking forward to because at CinemaCon, Warner Brothers had their little animation lineup, so it's looking promising. But I'm more of, given how they are, I'm more of a wait and see. But apparently they are doing. Let me look at their lineup real quick. They're doing their Looney Tunes, they're doing their Tom and Jerry and stuff, but they are making The Cat in the Hat, starring Bill Hader.
Done. It's done. It's ready to go.
Dude, Bill Hader's the man, dude.
I love Bill Hader.
Actually, it's good casting.
I look at the resume of the Zaslav hired him a little over a year ago. Look at the resume of the president of Warner Brothers Pictures Animation, and then tell me if they're going to have a problem. If they have a problem, it's going to be a problem.
No more Dr.
Because the
Seuss movies,
dude's
please.
got cred.
You
don't hire somebody like
Bill
you don't hire,
you
don't hire somebody like Bill Damashkin.
Yeah, he was at DreamWorks. He was at DreamWorks.
Mike Myers is the Cat in the Hat.
No,
he started DreamWorks Animation.
LFG.
He was. I think what was his first job, Prince of Egypt, and he's also a fellow. I have an association, but my back fucking hurts. We're both alum from the same. I didn't graduate from there.
Their first movie
don't have to be a graduate to be an alum anymore.
So their first movie would be The Cat in the Hat, starring Bill Hader. And then their next movie is, it's Coyote versus Acme, but it's part of their lineup, but they sold out the Catch-Up Entertainment. But there's there's Dynamic Duo, that's part of their lineup.
Yeah.
Which I actually do, from what they're describing, it actually does sound pretty cool. And what's it called? Bad Fairies? I don't know what that is. Sounds like a Bad Moms ripoff.
I'm not even going to say anything. I'll keep that to myself.
Oh, so
yeah, you do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just
Police Academy, Blue Oyster. What? I was the only one thinking it.
Jesus,
yeah,
it's so fucking slow.
Dun,
But
dun,
yeah,
dun, 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 dun. Isn't that the song?
Yes, it is.
That's what I thought. How do I remember that?
I don't know.
Well, let me tell you.
Oh, but we have some animation in the works. Hopefully, it all gets released and we go see it. And
that's the thing. You got to go see it. If you want them to make more, you got to go see what I mean, that's just the reality of it. Don't sit around and wait for. Don't sit around and wait for everybody else to go see it. You go see it.
Which I don't blame you, Joe.
All right, next up, what do we got? Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride follows an eccentric Bonnie and Clyde type story that starts with Christian Bale as Frankenstein's monster, fawning over movie stars and movie theaters. Creep, 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 and this is a musical, right?
It has musical numbers.
Okay, has musical numbers in it,
and he looks like Jared Leto's Joker.
Oh,
kind of does.
And what The Bride looks like, zombie Marilyn Monroe. Everything I've seen, it looks like they just threw the Bride of Frankenstein on top of Walter Hill's Streets of Fire, and that's kind of what I don't know if Maggie Gyllenhaal's paying tribute to Walter Hill, but the movie looks batshit, and I'm definitely going to check it out.
It's directed by Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wasn't
it wasn't Netflix. It wasn't Netflix, and then they dumped it and picked up Del Toro's. What happened was the studios, I think Del Toro's Frankenstein was at Warner Brothers and this was at Netflix, and then they flip-flopped. I think that's what happened. I know this one was definitely at Netflix.
Shit.
I mean, it's Universal Monsters. I'll take what I can get,
It could be interesting.
No, it's not. It's Warner Brothers. It's not Universal.
I mean, okay, yeah, I mean, I get that it's not made by Universal, but it's Frankenstein, the Bride. I love Universal monsters. But
Universal's deep faking, going to be deep faking all the classic monsters. That's the next iteration of the Universal monsters will be the Universal monsters.
I'm also kind of getting it from Creature Commandos too. So
leave the Bride alone.
David
Right?
Deep fake David Harbour, Frankenstein.
The technology that they're going to use to bring those animated characters to live action is revolutionary. I can tell you that much.
Oh, wow. What and for DC, Warner Brothers?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, this should be interesting. Very interesting.
Yes.
All right, next up, what do we got? I Know What You Did Last Summer reboots, debuts bloody footage, and teases Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr.'s return.
I don't.
Does anybody care?
No, not really. I'm not even a big fan of the original I Know What You Did Last Summer, so I
liked it because Michelle Gellar was in it.
I liked I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
That was good.
Doesn't Jennifer Love Hewitt have like a dedicated audience that moves from one show to the next with her and kind of keep her commodified?
Wait, when does this come out? Let me see.
I know she has a dedicated fan base. They love her.
Yeah. I thought she definitely had people that would follow her. Yeah, from show to show.
She was hot back in the day. I used to have a crush on her.
Wow.
Can't hardly wait.
Changed much,
I love that movie.
Video game karaoke sucks.
What?
I'm playing Yakuza, and there are missions where you have to sing karaoke. It's like Rock Band, you gotta.
Yeah. I used to play SingStar back in the day. SingStar was great.
And I'm singing a duet, and it's not easy. And there's only 4 buttons. It's like, come on. But they just fling them at you. Anyway.
I know people that are excited for her return. I know what they did last summer. Nothing.
Same thing they did last summer. I also liked Fever Pitch, though. That was the boys.
Did you ever see the original, Brian, the British one?
No, I just saw the one with Freddie Prinze Jr. Or no, which one was the one with the baseball movie with Freddie Prinze Jr. and what's his face in it?
What's his face?
No idea.
Ah, damn it! No, he was in like Starship Troopers and like. Yeah. Anyways,
I'm gonna do a little. I'm looking it up, man, because now I don't.
Oh no, Jake Busey.
Oh man, Jake Busey, son of Gary Busey.
Jake Busey, wow. What's he been in?
Jake Busey. Hard telling. I think he still works though. He gets roles and stuff.
What's his last movie? He was in Rust. Oh wow.
Oh, there you go.
Hey now.
That movie's never gonna. Did it ever come out?
I have no idea.
I think
I would imagine that
he was in Pig Killer, Chaos on the Farm, Scalper, Bluegrass Spirits, A Gettysburg Christmas, Guns and Moses.
Hell yeah, bro.
And Black Zone, and he has 12 movies upcoming.
Damn. Getting the work in.
Yeah. His movies are The Great American Action Hero, It Wants Blood 2, Alaskar, Warriors of Stone, Bad Haircut, and the classic Bikers versus Werewolves.
There was an awful TV show.
What are these titles that you're listing
in the late 90s, early 2000s on UPN called Shasta McNasty, and Jake Busey was in that show, Shasta McNasty.
I remember that show.
I'll never forget that name.
Good old, like early UPN, man. Like Malcolm and Eddie used to be one of my favorite shows.
Yeah, it's hard to knock a lot of that early stuff, man.
Malcolm Jamal Warner and Eddie Griffin.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was a good show.
All right, next up, what do you got next? Uh-oh. First, look at Liam Neeson as the lead in the Naked Gun reboot.
Dude,
this trailer was hilarious.
Dude,
he looks at the camera and winks and goes, "The new version."
Dude, can I say that when I saw this trailer, I was cracking the fuck up. I was like, dude, the fact that it starts off very serious.
Oh my God!
Got this little girl that comes into this bank robbery, and then it just takes off. It's a costume, and it's like all of a sudden Liam Neeson is a little girl and just gets bigger. It turns into the schoolgirl outfit. My ribs were fucking hurting. And don't even get me started on the friggin' O.J. Simpson reference.
When his son goes.
I honestly didn't think any of them were going to make it into the movie, but from they're all still there from what I understand.
I was like, oh my God.
To be funny
I laughed so.
Yay.
See, can I say, okay, so out of all the trailers that was shown at CinemaCon, this was my favorite trailer until, well, other than, a certain Superman, but other than all the trailers that we got the last couple of days, this is my favorite trailer because I was cracking up and I want to go see this. Like, we need comedies like this, for God's sakes.
I don't think Paramount's had a movie test this high ever. Ever.
That's great.
Because people do like to laugh,
Shit.
That's a good selling point.
Yeah, it's true.
And of course,
it's kind of even though the first two movies did better than the third one. The TV show was 1-2 seasons, and then the movies came. And there is it's kind of pre-installed a little bit. It's got an older, I don't want to say a fan base, but an older demo that's familiar with it.
They recognize the property. Well, dude, everybody loves Leslie Nielsen. Like
that too, and everybody loves Liam Neeson.
Character. Yeah, isn't that funny? Liam Neeson and Leslie Nielsen.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of. I believe it gets meta a few times.
Have you seen Spy Hard? Anybody?
No.
I love
Dracula
film
Dead and
parodies.
loving it.
That one's that's dismal.
Yeah, it kind of ruined.
I'm not at all eager to see Josh Gad's baseball sequel. I don't like Josh Gad.
I don't either.
I don't mind Josh Gad.
What's that, Brian?
Is Mel Brooks doing it or no?
Mel Brooks is producing it. But
I thought he retired. Am I mistaken?
I think I'm sure he'll put this.
If they don't call it the quest for more money, they're not doing themselves any justice.
They're not doing it right.
I'm sure he'll have his stipulations. I just got him underpraised. Well, not an underpraised, but an undervalued Mel Brooks production. Imported the 4K before the tariffs take hold. Well, too late. Orbit DVD is going to be adding, I forget, 20% to all their orders if you order any imported stuff from them. Diabolic DVD is going to be adding.
Todd McFarlane's adding like 20-25% on his freaking toys.
Todd
is an asshole. Todd McFarlane is an asshole.
He's not the only one. Hasbro will be doing it. Mattel will be doing it. It has to be done. I mean, it doesn't have to be done, but it's not up to them. I've had 2 Kickstarters I was watching. I'm not a crowdfunder. I don't do that, but there are 2 that I've been watching for action figures. and they were both launched last week, and they were both canceled today because their manufacturing costs went up 50% in a matter of hours. They were fully funded too. So ain't pretty. But enough of that depressing bullshit.
All right, on to the next. Oh, where's Bruce?
We're gonna go see the Naked Gun movie and laugh our balls off.
I need to watch this trailer. I still
I think
haven't
that's what
seen
we
it.
all need right now is just to laugh and calm down. And
I mean, yeah. I mean,
hope for the best. I guess is the best thing to put.
Yeah, I think I'm well past that. I'm preparing for the worst.
All right, what did I miss?
I still need to watch this trailer. Apparently, it's hilarious.
It is hilarious. All right, next slide. Superman trailer dropped today.
Can I say I didn't even know this was dropping. I was at work and this was 5 o'clock. I think it was like 5 o'clock. And I'm like, nope, I'm not watching it. So I watch it on my TV.
Yep.
And I like what I saw.
It's really good.
It looks amazing.
Looks fantastic.
But it had jokey jokes.
I'm saying jokey jokes. Yep. Fuck told me, fuck nuts. Tell him.
I love Crypto. It's like just him all hyper and all around. He's just
jumping on him and stuff.
Clark.
Oh, come on now.
Look, poor Superman.
I was like, he already has enough. I'm like, come on, give him a break. It's like, I want a doll like this.
Everybody's had it. If you've had a puppy, you've had a dog like that.
Just in case, if you guys did not watch me and Brian reacting to the trailer, here's the link.
Hey, what's that robot's number, Bruce?
12?
No, not number 12. Alan Tudyk's robot. No, the one that talks, the main one. The one that's getting an action figure, and the one that's getting a lunchbox, and the one that's probably going to have a popcorn vessel, and the one number 4.
4.
Yeah, he's the main. He's the main.
Is he getting a Fortnite skin?
Probably. He's voiced by Alan Tudyk. The female robot is voiced by someone too.
That was
obviously.
That was funny when she said, "He looked at me."
See when I said like James Gunn is going to implement the right amount of humor and it won't feel too much, I feel like this is the right amount of joy and humor that Superman needs. It had this little James Gunn touch, but it feels like it's still keeping the essence of Superman. What I love is that like we're already seeing a lot of personality when it comes to how they created the Fortress of Solitude. I love that it's emerging from the Arctic. It's that's a way of them hiding his fortress. Because if you really think about it, it's like, oh, his Fortress of Solitude has always been out in the open. Anybody could search it or look for it. I like that they actually address that in this. It's very creative how they did that. The robots. I love the robots already. I like that they gave him a little bit of personality. Crypto, man, I'm gonna love Crypto in this. I love that he's actually, he's actually acting like a regular dog, and I like that. He was jumping on Superman, and it took him a minute to be like, Crypto, come on, man, come on, get me on, whatever.
You expected him to talk?
No, I don't want that. I don't.
No, he won't.
I don't want him.
And you got to remember, he's not Clark's dog at this point.
I like that he doesn't talk because it makes him more adorable.
Yes, like an actual dog.
And what I like about this
he's dog sitting.
I love this shot in like the middle right corner when like they're shining the sun at him. That's a great shot. And I love how it turns the entire like the ice around it to line up with the sun to heal him. I love that. That's creative. I love that.
That's
just,
what you call great cinematography.
Yes.
Right there.
And
nobody say anything about the color grading.
Yeah, and people
color grading's fine.
When you look at this, this is gorgeous.
You're not going to be able to tell by watching it on a computer screen anyway, or your phone, or even your TV for that matter.
Color gradient experts we had last year.
Yeah.
It was like everybody crying that, oh my God, it looks like the Flash. I'm like, so? It looks beautiful. Like, regardless.
Yeah, they have the same cinematographer.
Man, it's like colorful and people are talking crap.
It was
like,
so...
it needs to be a devoid of color funeral dirge. Yes.
It was bright. It was sharp. It felt like hope.
Yes, it did.
Unintended.
Bruce, every movie's got to be the Dark Knight. Damn it.
No more Dark Knight movies. No more
Dark Knight. Let's go back to comic booky, colorful imagery, all that stuff. Love seeing it. And also for people that were complaining, oh, his suit looks too big on him. It's all bundling up. You see how fitted his suit is? You see how fitted his suit is?
Clean and crisp, man. What are you talking crap about?
Come on now. I told you. Wait till the context of the movie so you'd actually see how it's supposed to look.
All right.
Yeah, it looks
Would this would have worked if there was a doggy door and Crypto was trying to drag him through the doggy door?
I would laugh. I would totally laugh.
That'd be hilarious. And I would love it. And it would be so great.
What I do like about that this when they're showing like the montage, like scenes like footage that we've seen from the previous trailer, I love the theme. I love the music.
Yeah, the music was great.
This music is good. God, I like just the boom boom boom. I was like, it risen me.
Risen.
It's
on the third day, Blue Jay risen.
It rose in him.
Rising. I don't know.
Rose.
It rose you up. I don't know.
It aroused you.
He is risen.
You know what I mean? Like it made me lift me up. Like, don't make it.
Jesus saves. Jesus saved, but Moses.
Did you get a cinematic boner?
Kind of.
Yes.
Yes. There
he
we
was
go.
Sporting shut up the whole way through the trailer.
Cinematic boner. We're coining that phrase that is exclusive to my show. Thank you very much.
I might be the only person on the panel here with the distinction of having been alive and conscious when there were no live action Superman movies. And all we had were reruns of The Adventures of Superman and Super Friends and all the other older Superman cartoons. So in 1978, the very idea of seeing what we saw, even after Star Wars, was an experience. So I've been in for the long haul, I guess, and I'm not gatekeeping anything. People like what they like. I'm not telling them what to like, but if you like it, why do you hate it?
You know what's
funny? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No,
I don't know why a person's head canon narrative needs to be that this movie's going to suck whether I like it or not. It doesn't make any sense to me. It seems like
it has nothing to do with the movie.
Yeah,
growing up, teenager, 20s, 30s, no one rooted for movies to fail. Nobody cared if a movie bombed in a theater. We went to go see it anyway.
It's mass hypnosis theory, dude. If one person starts talking shit, we all like to talk shit. That's what happens. You know, it's crowd psychology, man.
How many empty theaters I said movies I love today that surprise, everybody else does too. Now.
King, what's going on, buddy?
How many movies I drag friends to over the course of my life that they otherwise never would have seen had I taken them. And then they thank me for it. That's a good feeling. Yeah. That's what movies are for me. What's this movie? It's called Field of Dreams, man. It's based on this book that me and my dad read, and was it a baseball movie? No, not really, but just come on, man. We're going to go to the record store and smoke a couple joints and probably go to the comic shop and then go see Field of Dreams. All right, man. You got me. You don't even have to pay I'll pay for your ticket. It's $250. I got you. And then dude's bawling at the end of the movie. Thanks for bringing me this movie, bro. That's such a good fucking movie, man.
One thing
you're welcome.
One thing I do hate when people see a movie and they don't like the movie and they tell people wait for streaming. It's not worth seeing. Wait for streaming. And that irks me so much. If you don't like the movie, don't discourage other people from going to see it.
I mean, with Snow White, I waited for streaming on my own. I was like, I didn't really give a shit to go see it in the theater. So it wasn't told by nobody. I was like, I don't have that much energy to go see it. I'm away from Minecraft, which also, mind you, this preview is playing before Minecraft.
Yeah. That was one reason they dropped that trailer today.
Which was Minecraft open today.
I don't know what's weird, this or they showed a preview of Tenet when Birds of Prey was out.
No, brother.
Yeah, they did a
preview
of Tenet.
The Ed Zwick movie, I think it was an Ed Zwick movie with Brad Pitt and Anthony Hopkins. Meet Joe Black was the #1 movie for however many weeks it was. It was the only way that you could see the Phantom Menace trailer.
Oh. Yeah, that's why hella people went and saw Meet Joe Black.
Yeah.
They didn't even watch the movie. They just went and saw the trailer.
They went to see the trailer and left. Empty theaters of Meet Joe Black, but it was the #1 movie that weekend because people were there for the first 8 minutes of trailers. Can't market movies like that anymore.
Didn't people do that with when the Phantom Menace was going to come out? Didn't people? There was I forgot what movie.
That's what he was saying. Meet Joe Black. That's what he was
talking about. That's what. Oh, okay, okay, yep. They saw the trailer and then left.
What movie was that again?
Meet Joe Black. It's a Brad Pitt movie with who was it? Kimberly Williams, one of those girls, one of those.
Oh no, she was. She was in Mallrats. I forgot her name.
Oh, Claire.
Claire Filani.
Claire. Yeah. Whatever. However you say her last name.
Yeah, when it comes to recommending if somebody should go see us in the theater, obviously in general, of course, I always want people to go see stuff in the theater. Though, especially when they come to my channel, they want to hear my opinion and recommendation. In my opinion, it's for example, if there's a movie that I don't really like or I'm not a huge fan of, and people are asking me, is it worth seeing in the theater? And I'll be like, if you were apprehensive from the trailer, and I would say I don't think the movie is going to win you over. And also, I try to keep in mind that we talked about it earlier that it's expensive to go to the movies. Yeah. So obviously, if there's a movie that is mediocre or not very good, I want people to waste their money on something that they're not going to get a great experience on. No. But of course, I always encourage people to get their own opinions, no matter what it is. Even if there's a movie that I hate, somebody could come out walking and be like, you know what, that's good. So I try to be mindful of that. I really try not to tell people not to go to the theater, even with movies that I'm upset with. But it's if you're asking my recommendation, is it something you should go rush this? Like Snow White, for example. Do I recommend people go rush to see this in the theater? No, I don't.
Do you know what movie people should go rush to go see, to go watch?
What?
Big screen me real quick.
Oh boy.
Please.
Oh, you're on camera.
Watch Transformers 1, please.
It's blurred.
Watch Transformers 1. It's on Blu-ray.
Blue Jay, you better hope people buy that on physical media or watch. This point,
it's on Paramount Plus right now. All the
it is.
Movies.
It's also on MGM Plus.
I just watched the first one actually.
I just
all of Paramount's movies air on or on MGM Plus as well.
I mean, the movies are okay. I don't hate the Transformers movies. I will say the one thing I don't like about them is like that whole like techno sound effect kind of crap that you hear throughout the movie. I could do without that.
That shit makes me just. That's music to my ears.
It just gets and it gets worse.
I don't like them because I don't know what's up or what's down. There's no directional axis in those Transformers movies. I don't know. Like, where are they at? Are they on the ground? Are they in the air? Where are they? What space are they occupying? Especially where is this camera going? There's no camera. They don't make a camera that can do that. That's not real. That whole entire shot is manufactured. No, there's no physics involved. I can't. I don't know. They're just problematic for me.
You watch a lot of these movies. I know exactly.
No. I believe me. I can suspend my disbelief like you wouldn't believe. But as a animated Transformers old head, those movies don't do anything for me.
Okay, I can tell you.
I love the Transformers.
As a watcher of these movies, I know exactly what's going on. You have to pay attention. I'm just kidding. Like, oh, yo, okay.
You can tell yourself, you might know what's going on because they're telling you. They're not showing you.
Oh, no. They're showing me. And I know it's okay. He grabbed the leg. You may not see it's a little obstructed. He grabbed the leg and threw him around. But it's a little, so he cut to this side, but he cut to that side. I'm like, boom.
So, this is still a part of a teaser, trailer, whatever, extended teaser, sneak peek. And I think earlier, after this came out, James Gunn said he's working on a trailer, the next trailer, which what would you like to see in the next trailer?
I don't know. Just something that's as good as this one or the other one. I don't know. It's like there's a little. It's hard to really ask for a trailer to me because I don't know. I mean, more like what the story is about. Honestly,
actually, let me go in like this. I'll go in dry.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. I mean, what?
Little dry rub. No lube.
Going in rough.
Yeah, I would like a little bit more like what the stories be, but I don't want them to like give like important stuff away, obviously, but just get a little bit more of an idea of like, what the story could be. Maybe get a little bit. I would like to get a little bit more of like, of Lex and him as Clark Kent. We probably get a little bit more from Mr. Terrific and Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl, Metamorpho, maybe a couple shots of them, but
maybe a little more of the Authority.
Oh yeah, that too. Like, we haven't seen the Authority at all in any of the
it's only the engineer in this one. There are two Authority members are in Supergirl, or two future Authority members are debuting in Supergirl.
When as they were announcing the cast and who was being cast in this movie, people were complaining about there's too many characters. We had 2 trailers and no one is talking about there's too many characters. They're talking about how great this movie looks. How this is
not too many characters in Doomsday, though, are there? There's not enough characters in Doomsday.
What? There's only 55 characters in Doomsday.
But Superman has too many characters.
Yes.
There's 12 characters in Superman. That's way too many.
Well, you're talking about an Avengers. I want it to be a Superman movie. I don't want it to feel like Justice League 0.5.
Well, you're talking about Avengers. Like, it's gonna have a whole lot of characters, but
I don't think. Did they announce any Avengers in those chat?
How many? Thingy? There's like 2 Avengers in an Avengers movie. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, 2 Avengers. 2 Avengers. Everyone else is not Avengers.
Marvel can get the fuck out of here. They're straining credulity. They are in the business of nostalgia. That's what they're peddling to.
Yeah.
That's all that stuff nowadays, dude. What else are you getting out of it? That's the only reason to go is because you're nostalgic about the crap.
Really, were people complaining how many characters were in Invincible?
I say lean
Like
into it, man.
This is a TV show.
Yeah, the 3 times as many characters in Invincible that it is Superman, but it's still
No, it
about
seems to me
Invincible.
that people only complain when it's Superman.
Yeah.
And when I mean
Yes,
when I mean
because-
people, I mean like internet heads in this
No, because
space.
DC fans are very vocal about their criticism, and when they don't like something, they tell you.
Are we talking DC movie? Because there's a difference. There's like
No, I will say DC fans, but there's also DC movie fans who are like, well, it's nothing like the comics, blah 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 blah, and then they go around to kind of ruin it for everybody. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what ruined the original DCEU in the first place. I think too many people complained about it. You know what I mean?
think those same people you're talking about, Brian, is the same people that haven't read comic books in 40 years, 30 to 40 years.
Well, I'm sure that amongst them.
I can't let somebody that's never read a Superman comic tell me how they think a Superman movie should be. That's just my thing. Like they're not going to move the needle with me with a hot take because for whatever reason. But what do you know about the character? I don't know. I've just watched a couple of cartoons and seen these movies, so all I really know is these kind of half-baked animations and Zack Snyder. All right, so you don't know shit about Superman, but you're ready to be as critical about it than the one thing that you know the most about.
I mean, there's even people that just go off of the Sharif movies, and that's not the definitive version of Superman either. Did I say that?
There is no definitive version of Superman.
No.
I mean, personally, it's a bit of a hot take to you guys. I feel like when it comes to these movies, I think comic books, it's like if people bring that shit up all the time, and I just think that can be a little irrelevant because there's so many different versions of these characters. It's like I feel like I don't know. It doesn't really matter.
I bring up comic books. I bring up comic books because if people enjoy these characters in movies, take the time to read a comic book and maybe you enjoy the character in the books also. That's my reason for bringing.
Well, I just hear a lot of. I don't understand why they did that to this character, and it's like,
what arc?
Because it's based on a comic book, so maybe this happened in a comic book featuring this character, and they're adapting it for film. It just none of the arguments about why he's this way or that way in movies, regardless of what side they're on, jibe with me. They have no truck, they carry no weight because they're not really talking about Superman. They're talking about what they think Superman should be, not what Superman is.
Yeah, and that goes for a lot of people do that for Batman. They do it for Spider-Man. They do it for Captain America, Iron Man.
Do it for everything. It's like
pretty much. Just say Star Wars, everything. If I was playing in that game, we would have won. Motherfucker, you haven't left your couch in 2 years. What are you talking about playing in the game on Super Bowl? Get out of here.
Well, yeah, whenever the Lone Ranger looks at Tonto and says, "We've got to stop those bandits, Tonto." Tonto looks at the Lone Ranger and says, "What's this wee shit, white man?"
I don't care.
Kill my wife.
Handyman is better than Superman. Fight me, Handyman. Hey, Hunter.
Said Candy. Others said
Candy. They end up calling that movie Blank Man. That's what they ran with.
Blank Man. I remember that movie.
Oh man, how that they couldn't even call it Retarded Man. They had to call it Stupid Man.
Let me answer
Meteor Man too.
Teen Comedy's question. What arc of Superman would I personally want to see? War World with Mongol and Superman depowered and fighting in gladiator type battles. that I want to see personally.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I do think that is it speculation or has it been talked about when he goes to war, when him and Supergirl go to war world with the Authority at some point, but they can't fly there because they're both depowered, so they have to take the super shuttle.
Super shuttle. All right.
And the doctor is like, I can teleport us there, and then I think Clark uses it as an opportunity, a bonding opportunity with the team.
Let's see. I would
Why
love.
would Superman do that? Why would Superman want his team to work together? Why would Superman be that way? Why would he want teamwork? He's so powerful. He can handle everything. He's OP. Why does he need a Justice League?
Good. Gene Malo. Good evening, everyone. Bonsoir, mes amis. My Montreal Canadiens won tonight. Go Habs, go. Congrats on your Canadians.
The Gentil Beret. I keep my Gentil Beret to you.
Anybody got anything else for Superman before we move on?
I mean,
they're already in previs on a sequel.
Shit. I mean, look, it's my most. It's my most. It's the film I'm the most anticipated about. 2025. This is a day one for me. I'm seeing it in the biggest screen possible. Just looking at just the build, the central shot, the solitude. It's enough. That's enough for me to pay an extra money to see this in like the biggest screen, like CinemaCon, IMAX, whatever. Like it. Just the shots alone is enough for me to pay a higher price. So
now, what are they going to stick in front of the Dark Knight next month?
What is it?
The Dark Knight's getting an IMAX revival next month.
Oh wow! I haven't seen a movie. Oh, I haven't seen that in a while.
And there was a reason for that. So I wonder what they're going to stick in front of it.
Good question.
Very good question. Because people are going to go out and see that movie. There's in comic books starting in May. The summer of Superman starts in comic books. It's all Superman in the comics. And that's part of the promotion of Superman film that's going to release in July. So for people that are saying there is no Superman promotion, no marketing, you guys can kick rocks because you have no idea what you're talking about.
I mean, we have 3 months left, so
90 days.
There's no movie market. It's literally in the industry. The phrase is 90 days in earnest. Marketing begins 90 days in earnest. In earnest, not financially like earnest, but in earnest meaning a ramping up, a dedication to the mission. It's all started. It's all already started. Yeah. You're going to be seeing toys, and you might already be seeing T-shirts and blankets and knickknacks and bric-a-brac. The toys.
I want pajamas.
Yeah, it's all there. It's all coming. It is. This is no joke. The most licensed movie in the history of film. There's been no movie that has no initial film. No one movie has had more licenses tied to it than this one.
Wow. DL, you have anything before we move on?
Yeah, this is once again my most anticipated film of the year. Like, I'm just loving everything that I'm seeing so far. Yeah, I can't wait. I think it's going to be something special. Yeah, and I hope people will go out to see this. Like I said, I'm not expecting this to make billions of dollars because they got to get the trust from the audience again, as far as DC in general. But I do think this will be a great start for the DC universe, and I just want it to come out already. I just want it to come out. Let's do this, man.
I agree, TN. I would love a Plastic Man movie, something different, something lighthearted, something fun.
So would Ari Aster and Darren Aronofsky.
Oh. All right. Next up, we have an origin story, a making of. We have I Play Rocky is moving forward at Amazon MGM. Follows a young Sylvester Stallone and his dramatic journey it took to get Rocky made. Interesting.
Is this a documentary or is this a biopic?
It's a biography.
That seems kind of interesting.
Yeah,
it's not the only Rocky project Amazon MGM is going to have. There's going to be like 6 different Rocky shows over the course of the next couple of years. And yes, Sylvester Stallone will be one. In one of them, he and the Winklers have resolved their dispute.
Oh, wow.
This is the first salvo in the new Rocky verse. Prequels, sequels, spin-offs, tie-ins, an anime. What else?
Anime. Oh my god.
Everything. Creed got an anime.
It did?
Did it?
Or it is. Yeah, there's a Creed anime coming.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There's Evil Dead. Like we just had a Lord of the Rings anime. Evil Dead's getting an anime. What else? There's a bunch of movies getting an anime. Oh, yeah. Aliens and Predator anime.
Oh.
They've already done a show that never aired.
I like
an
when they
anime
did
series
all those,
that never aired.
Like when they did the X-Men, Wolverine. Who else had?
Did
Blade have an
anime? They did a Blade one.
Mm-hmm.
There was an Iron Man. There was a Hulk, wasn't there?
Was it?
And a Doctor Strange. Yeah, I think they covered a bunch more than. Yeah, those were cool. Those were really cool.
Are they still doing that Drago spinoff?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're throwing Rocky shit to the wall, man. Amazon is doubling down on everything that they have.
That's what I'm afraid of, especially with James Bond. I hope they don't.
You should be very you should be very afraid. You should be very afraid.
A Rocky anime could be dope. I will say that they do animated sports very well in Japan.
Oh, wouldn't it be dope to see like a Rocky anime that was set between the live action movie, the originals, where he goes to Japan and fights, or somewhere in Asia and fights a Japanese boxer or something?
Oh,
I'd watch the shit out of that.
Yeah.
I mean, Creed 3 practically felt like an anime.
Yeah, isn't the Creed anime about his daughter? About Creed's daughter. She's the fighter in Creed, the Creed anime.
Yeah, I heard about them doing stuff with his daughter. So.
Yeah.
Something just went through my head really quick.
What was that?
When you said the Creed anime, I know what you're talking about, Apollo Creed, but I thought about the other Creed, the new metal band from like the late '90s and early 2000s. I'm like, hello, my friend, we meet again.
I know. I think I recently posted something. Creed is music for people that found Jesus in prison.
Right. But he wasn't even really that big of a fury like the Scott Stapp story. At least in the beginning, he really wasn't that big of a Jesus freak.
Yeah, I think they capitalized on it when they saw that they were getting an audience of primarily young Christian potheads.
Yeah, I was Catholic at that time. Yeah,
that's the thing. Christian potheads are hilarious.
They're a dime a dozen. A lot more of them they'd like to admit. Oh, I was blown away.
Where I live, the Amish have the best weed.
I left town. Oh, that makes sense.
What?
I left town, and dude, for like 3 or 4 years, I went back. Like all my old church friends, dude, they were toking hard. I was like, "What the?
Oh yeah,
you guys, yeah." Hey guys, what's up?
That's another thing we're considering at our location, Brian, is to make since the town where the theater is located has a dispensary and has more dispensaries opening, that we may, since there's two buildings with two sets of screens, and since the buildings are one of the lobbies is getting converted into a bar. The old original lobby is going to be a bar. And so if we can get, because in Illinois you can get a permit to be a cannabis lounge where people bring their own, and smoke there.
Say, like you can actually like publicly smoke it or whatever.
Yeah, so we would have an auditorium or two in the old building connected to the bar, because there's 4 screens in the old building.
Did that, bro? I don't care.
Yeah,
if you can smoke in the theater.
We'll have dedicated auditoriums with their own HVAC systems in a separate building, because we already have that luxury, and then convert them into smoking cinemas.
Jeez. All right. Next up, first teaser for Black Phone 2 reveals the film is set at a winter camp, with the phone conversations now happening in a telephone box. Ethan Hawke's character also skates across ice to kill in one scene. What?
I'm like, is this a prequel?
No, it's no, it's not a prequel. It's a sequel.
Didn't he go to jail at the end of the movie?
You'll see.
I'm assuming he breaks out because it's a sequel.
Yeah. I love the first one.
Yeah, they're building a whole universe out of this.
Oh my God, no.
Well, they're not gonna, the thing is that they're not gonna. It's not gonna be obvious. They're not gonna market it that way. It's already started, but nobody. The Black Phone movies take place in the same universe as the Sinister movies.
Oh, that's why that mask felt so.
There's
familiar.
also a segment of VHS 85, the Derrickson and Cargill segment of VHS 85 that takes place in the same universe. No, that's nothing new to movies. It's been happening since they've been making movies, where there were characters from one story or another crossed over into one or another, and they're just capitalizing on this thing they created to build this world that's just full of human monsters with supernatural elements.
Just be better than the Conjuring universe, please.
Hey.
Hey man, the Conjuring Phase 2 is getting ready to start.
Phase 2? Didn't we already have a Phase 2?
No. I want more Conjuring movies.
They're not stopping movie.
They're not done after this. They're done with the Warrens after this, but the Conjuring will live on.
No.
Those movies are very successful.
I know they're financially successful. You know why they're financially successful? Because they make them for dirt cheap.
For me. They make them for me.
Yeah, you're the one that kept seeing The Nun numerous times. Thanks.
I love The Nun. All right.
Oh my God. I hope Last Rites is good. I really do. But
I like the Devil Made Me Do It.
It was okay.
I remember the last one of them I saw.
Give me another Annabelle movie.
No more Annabelle movie, please. No more.
Megan 2 looked wild, that's for sure. After I saw Megan 2, I didn't think Megan versus Chucky sounded so crazy anymore.
Oh no, it definitely doesn't.
No, it's because it's happening.
2.0. That Megan 2.0 trailer was insane.
Yeah, but I like it. It's a big swing. I appreciate the effort.
Yes, they know what they are now, and so they're just going to embrace it.
Yeah. They
moving on, we got a full list of Marvel's releases for this year. I mean, not Marvel, Disney. Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, Zootopia 2, Avatar, Fire and Ash, The Amateur, Lilo and Stitch, Elio, Freakier Friday, Tron Ares, Predator Badlands, Element K, The Roses, Deliver Me from Nowhere.
I didn't know
you know what The
Zootopia 2 was
Roses
coming out
is,
this year.
right?
Water Roses?
It's a readaptation of the original novel that Danny DeVito's War of the Roses was based on. So
That was such a good movie.
Yeah, it's just another version of that. Dare I say a black version? Aren't the principals African American actors? So it's. I could be wrong. I don't know. I just knew that they were that Fox was making a War of the Roses remake. Thought it was going to be like Kevin Hart and Regina Hall or something like that.
Kevin Hart and Regina Hall. This one stars Benedict Cumberbatch and
that's right. Yeah.
Olivia Colman.
Yeah.
And Andy Samberg, Kate McKinnon.
It's a dark comedy.
Oh, I like this cast.
Maybe that's what it was supposed to be before they went this route with it.
Ooh.
But I love the original War of the Roses.
Buddy Gott was in it. Ooh.
Great movie. Danny DeVito directed it.
I think I will see that.
Oh, I know I will. It's a great story. The book's hilarious. The original movie's hilarious.
Predator Badlands sounds interesting. I know I saw something with who was it? The main actress of the Predator movie. She teams up with the Predator in the trailer that they showed at CinemaCon.
Predator's the protagonist.
Wait. They're teaming up with the Predator again.
Yes.
It's Elle Fanning.
Yes, Elle Fanning.
Wait,
Elle Fanning and a
Fanning's in
teenage
it?
predator. And they're in space in the future on another planet and on a spaceship.
I didn't know Elle Fanning was in it.
Dan Trachtenberg directed, co-wrote.
I mean, I have faith in him because Prey was great. So
they still haven't announced what the second one is yet.
Well, I have faith in Trachtenberg because Prey was great. So I have faith.
Yeah. I'll probably see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 movies on this list, maybe. Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, Lilo, Tron, Badlands, and The Roses.
Yeah, I'll probably see all of these except for Amateur, Ella, Roses, and the Deliver Me from. I might need to see trailers for those because I have no idea what those 4 are. But the other ones we already know about. So.
Deliver Me from Nowhere is the Bruce Springsteen biopic with Jeremy Allen White.
Make that 7. Deliver Me from Nowhere.
Yeah, I won't be seeing the cartoons.
Oh my God!
I guess Avatar technically is a cartoon, but then so is Thunderbolts, and so is Tron Ares, and so is Predator. They're photorealistic cartoons with some human actors in them. But yeah, I probably Lilo and Stitch. I'm on the fence, but I'm Zootopia, Freakier Friday. I don't have any nostalgia for the Jodie Foster one. I don't have any. What's Jodie Foster in the original Freaky Friday? Like the 70s, the 60s and 70s Freaky Friday, the old Disney Freaky Friday.
There was like 3 of them, dude. There was one with like in the 60s, and then there was one in the 70s, right?
And I know they brought but Haley Mills, was it Haley Mills? That's who it was.
I'm not sure, but no, I think the reason why that one was the way it was is because of who and what Lindsay Lohan was at the time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't think it's nowhere near the same now. I mean, I get it. There's going to be a lot of people who are like in their 30s that are like, "Oh shit, I remember that movie. Let's go watch it."
Yeah, but that's not who they're trying to hook. They're trying to hook their kids.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Jodie Foster and Barbara Harris.
And the Freaky Friday.
Oh, John Aston was in it.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I thought I
Oh
remembered.
man,
I was thinking of The Parent Trap was Haley Mills.
Dick Van
but yeah,
Patten was in it. Huh, interesting. And
Dick
then
Van
after
Patten was in
Freaky
everything.
Friday was Summer Switch, A Billion for Boris, and then in 1995 Freaky Friday, and then 2003.
Was Shelley Long in that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shelley Long and Gabby Huffman.
That's what I thought I remembered. That was like a ABC, like a Disney Sunday night movie thing. That one was.
All right. Next up, we have Tron Ares shows the life cycles in the real world, as well as the first looks at Evan, Peter, and Greta Lee in the film. Real world Tron.
Yeah, they come to the real world. I've got the trailer on my phone.
Oh, interesting.
They go back and forth between the real world and what is it called? What do they call
the grid? The grid.
The grid. Yeah. They go back and forth, but it's the light cycle battle in the city looks weird, but it's not that it's not cool. They cut a car in half.
Oh.
What's really cool are like the what are those things? What are the big recognizers? Those big ships. They're like square shaped.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? Yeah, seeing those go past a building, like people looking out their window and seeing these giant ships go. It's pretty cool. But
I'd be interested to see how that. Yeah, I'd be interested to see how they translate that stuff to the real world. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Greetings, program.
Tron Legacy is dope ass film. I watched it 3 times in the theater.
Yeah, Tron Legacy in 3D was super cool.
Hopefully they're better than the Battlestar Galactica flying cycles. Those were awful.
Galactica 1980. Anytime somebody brings up Battlestar Galactica, we got to tip one out for Eddie Seidel Jr.
Rest in peace, Brooklyn. Evening,
rest in peace, Eddie Seidel Jr. Eddie Seidel Jr. deleted himself because ABC canceled Battlestar Galactica.
Yes. I remember that. All right. And next up, a shocker. When I saw this, I was like, really? Development on live action Tangled movie has been stopped indefinitely.
Good.
Thank you, God.
Was the animation good? I've never seen the animated movie.
Yes, it is. It's very good.
Was it Rapunzel?
I wish they could do the same. Yeah, it's Rapunzel.
Okay. I saw that.
I wish they would do this.
It was Rapunzel.
Now, I wish they would do the same thing for this live action Moana movie, but
too late.
Too late. It's already filmed.
Just shelve it like Batgirl. Just pretend it didn't happen.
What's Batgirl? What's this Batgirl you speak of?
Exactly.
Let me stop.
My favorite news of the week was something I got wind of a couple weeks ago, and it turned out to be totally not what I was told. Well, I mean, not that per se, but not what I was told, but what I was told and what we assumed it was going to be, and it's not at all what we assumed it was going to be.
That's talking in circles.
No, the David Fincher, Quentin Tarantino news.
What was the David Fincher, Quentin Tarantino?
Okay, so a couple weeks ago, somebody was talking about David Fincher's making a sequel to a movie. The original, he didn't make the original, but he's making a sequel to a movie that for Netflix that he didn't make the original of. And I was like, oh, with Brad Pitt. Making a sequel to a Brad Pitt movie with Brad Pitt, but the original wasn't a David Fincher movie. And I'm like, awesome, David Fincher's finally going to do the World War Z sequel.
Oh.
But it's not the World War
Z
sequel.
Was horrible.
But they're still going to do a sequel. And well, now I think they're going back to it being a
Once Upon a Time in
TV
Hollywood
show. Yeah, it's a Cliff Booth movie. Yeah, it's not a sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood per se, but it's just another movie with Cliff Booth in it. And David Tarantino wrote it, and David Fincher is directing for Netflix.
That might be April Fool's.
It's not an April Fool's. I can assure you, it's not an April Fool's. It's 100% confirmed.
Let's see.
Because he's not. Tarantino isn't doing the movie critic anymore. This was.
Wait, I thought he was.
It's an original story.
With that.
No, he's doing something else. His 10th and final film is going to be something else. But this is Cliff Booth was in the movie critic, and this is an original story based on the subplot that Cliff had, or his story.
Mm-hmm.
In the movie critic. So it's not wholly original. It's cabbed out of a movie that isn't going to happen now. But I still feel like Tarantino will make that movie.
Yeah.
But we'll see. When Tarantino says he's going to stop making movies after 10, what he means is he's going to stop making his own movies after 10. That he will write for other directors and will direct screenplays that were written by other writers. And that all started with his Paramount deal in the mid-2000s when he had Beverly Hills Cop, Star Trek, and Friday the 13th. And he turned in he turned in screenplays for all three, for sequels, or his take of all three, and none of them were made. But he got paid.
So now. And the final slide of the night. Kevin Feige said that Avengers Doomsday will focus on the Avengers, Wakandians, Fantastic Four, Thunderbolts, and the original X-Men all fighting Dr. Doom.
Wow, this is such a nothing statement. Like, that's pretty obvious from the cast. You can make that assumption.
Original X-Men. That means they die, guys. They're gonna die.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect them to have. I would expect all of them to make it. I don't even know how much screen time they're gonna have, to be honest. But
I don't think they make it the Secret Wars.
Oh boy,
that whole deal went over like a wet fart in a hot car. It was
the chairs.
Ridiculous.
And contrary to what people were saying, that was brilliant marketing.
No, it wasn't. It certainly was not.
It was stupid.
So they said it's going to focus on the Avengers. Who are the Avengers?
The two people they showed on the chairs. They show like two Avengers. I forgot who they even listed.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yes. Shuri.
Paul Rudd.
Maybe Shuri.
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like three. I thought there were three.
And 20 people.
It's like, who are the Avengers? I'm like, are they going to establish an Avengers? Is there already going to be are there the Avengers? Like,
it's funny. It's funny you say that. When me and Max did a stream 2 weeks ago, I said there is literally no time for them to build up the Avengers before Avengers Doomsday.
No.
Isn't the implication that the Thunderbolts are the Avengers at that point?
We'll see. We'll see in the movie. In their movie, I don't know.
I think that's what the asterisk is all about.
Oh my gosh, they're that low on people that they have to get the Thunderbolts to fill in for the Avengers.
Middle-aged Avengers and retirement X-Men.
I mean, they're not wrong. They're not wrong.
You know, when you're a retired superhero and you feel alone and you feel you need help, please check out AARP. They provide a lot of services for the aging superhero.
Oh man.
Oof.
Thank you, Cliff, for that. Shout out to Cliff on Comics for starting AARP talk on my show a few weeks ago.
I mean, Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen.
They're on their last leg.
Literally.
I'm assuming that McAvoy and Fassbender will take over for them in Secret Wars.
Let's see.
I would love to see McAvoy back as.
It's gonna be the be all end all of freaking the X-Men.
I mean, I don't think if he's Clayface, I don't think that's going to preclude him from returning as Xavier.
I'm happy we're getting James Marsden back as Cyclops.
Yes, James Marsden.
Yeah.
Ain't bad.
Hope they redeem his version of Cyclops.
Wasn't he alive at the end? Wasn't he alive at the end of Days of Future Past?
Yes.
I believe so.
Everyone was, weren't they?
Yeah.
I'm sure there'll be more.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Halle Berry announcement.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what she says; she's coming back.
Yeah, she said what she hasn't. Don't expect her to be in the movie or something. She said.
Yeah, what did Andrew Garfield say?
Yeah.
I'm not in the movie. Yeah,
I'm not in the movie. They didn't call me.
Nobody called me. I don't know. I didn't know.
I think it's a pretty safe bet that
you got to have
that
some
Fantastic
surprise
Four trailer
cameos
drops tomorrow
in an Avengers movie nowadays. That's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So hope I don't know. I literally have no idea like what direction they're gonna go into with this. Then going into Secret Wars. So hopefully, like I said, this is the most nothing statement I've ever seen. It's like this seems like an obvious thing, you know. So I don't know. Like I keep hearing rumors that they want to try to adapt some sort of story of Avengers versus X-Men, which how would you even have time for that in this movie? But
oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, what?
I'm like, how?
Why?
Why? Because nostalgia, fan service.
Yeah. All right, we got a super chat from JSS Brooklyn, $4.99. Social Security Wars. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Oh jeez. You know, I even though this is the last slide, I do have a little extra. Yeah. Paramount's advice to movie theaters: limit trailers, no ads, matinee pricing until 6 p.m., discounted tickets on multiple weekends.
That sounds like a pipe dream, but I would love it.
Yes. You know what's hilarious to me about this is when the government outlawed movie studios from owning movie theaters in the 40s, it was because of Paramount, and that law was called the Paramount Decrees. And the Paramount Decrees are no longer in effect. So if Paramount wants to do something about it, put their money where their mouth is and buy up some theaters.
Yeah.
And do this.
They should. Because you get to a movie theater, you used to have to run to the concession stand just to get online to hopefully not miss the 2 trailers before it started. Now you have a commercial for all the movies that they're showing on a Sunday that have been out of the movie theaters for 15 years. Then you have a popcorn commercial.
Local bakery.
Yes.
Heating and air conditioning company. All the ads from the local businesses.
Oh yeah.
Ads about
that's a
cars.
multi-billion-dollar industry.
Come on down to Wednesday, man. Come on down Wednesday night at the theaters.
And then
it's 80s night. We're showing Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Oh.
And then the movie starts at 2:10. You have 20 minutes. 20 minutes of freaking trailers. There's no reason for that.
No.
I don't know what state it is, but there might be more than one where it's against the law. They have to put the time the actual movie starts in the.
Good. They should.
Right. Can we do that
like
for
New
all
Jersey?
the
You can't pump your own gas.
Oh yeah, you can't. They'll yell at you for trying.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Like Oregon.
Yeah,
I think. Well, okay, I'm not.
Didn't Oregon finally go back though? Is an Oregon?
I think they
self-service now.
The thing about
can't hear you, Brian. You're too far from your mic.
Oh God damn it! The thing about it is I thought about it. In a way, it's a job that I've actually personally worked.
Mm-hmm.
I was an island attendant for like 4 years. Then I went to automotive school, so it was like, yeah, that it's an old school profession. Okay, yeah. So I have a little bit of respect for that.
Oh, I do too. Totally. My grandfather owned gas stations, and when I say that, it wasn't like he just sat back and.
You're right.
He was the one pumping the gas and doing the oil changes and changing belts and shit.
Yep, that's how I got my start. Changing out light bulbs and doing tire work in the back. So.
And we have one more before we end.
It's just a convenience store.
Last Friday is officially happening. Warner Brothers has closed the deal with Ice Cube to write and star in it.
Hey, can we get Chris Tucker back, please?
Hey, man.
That's what everybody
Cat
wants.
Williams back.
Oh no.
Oh no. Nope.
Cat Williams is done.
I don't know who you get to replace Tiny Lister. You'll just have to create a new character
now.
Yeah. So many of them are.
Yeah.
I don't see Chris Tucker, even though Chris Tucker's back to doing stand up and stuff. I don't know if I can see him
back to playing Smokey again, dude.
But
never.
I mean, we're in that era where stuff like that happens.
I don't know. Is Mike Epps still around?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I don't think he would appreciate it too much either.
Too sure these days, you know.
Definitely.
Can we get Queen Latifah back in the comedy, please?
Oh God.
As long as Jimmy Fallon's not in it.
Oh God, no.
Oh, you didn't like Taxi?
No.
I fucking hate Jimmy Fallon.
I actually like Jimmy Fallon. I like him better than Kimmel.
Like him on SNL, but those were different times, man. Yeah. Far different times.
I'll take Fallon over Kimmel.
Yeah, I agree.
Is he dropping
bringing down that house? What?
I thought the plan was for him to be dropping the Fantastic Four trailer tonight or tomorrow, but I don't even know if he works on Fridays.
Who's that?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Conan's dropping. What? No, Conan. What are you talking about, Conan?
Conan O'Brien.
Conan's still a thing?
I don't know. Is he?
Yeah, he's got his podcast, and he's got a channel on Sirius, and he does is his show, the whatever the travelogue thing he does. Is that on Netflix?
Oh, nice.
Or Hulu, or it's on one of the streamers, Apple.
Interesting.
Yeah, Conan is killing it, man. His podcast is exceptional. Exceptional. Yeah, definitely look at it because I think he's doing the best work of his career as far as I'm concerned.
Wow.
Still funny as fuck too. I miss him. I miss Dave. I miss Dave a lot. Dave doesn't do enough because he's still vital. He needs to be out there more, man. Letterman's like a sane voice in a wilderness of insanity.
Is this a thing? A scrambled egg burger? Is that a thing?
No, but it sounds awesome.
Has anybody ever have a fried egg on their burger before?
All the time.
No, I don't like fried eggs.
Yeah. What?
All the time.
I don't like runny eggs.
I used to work at.
That's why you got to cook them over hard.
I used to work at Red Robin. That was like one of their best burgers.
Yeah.
And I used to have to
cook like a thing in Chicago. You can't really go anywhere in Chicago where there isn't a burger with an egg on it option.
Wow.
Well, the breakfast burger at Carl's Jr. Oh man.
Oh gosh.
Anthony.
Oh man, that's good shit right there.
So
every third meatloaf my mom would make, she would put hard-boiled eggs in the middle of it.
Hard-boiled eggs?
Yeah. I don't know why. I didn't eat that part of it. But apparently that's a thing too. I don't know. Wasn't for me though.
All right. So we hit 2 hours. This has been a great comeback stream. Thank you guys for showing up and hanging out. This was fun. We didn't have chaos. We didn't have
time.
Madness. It was just fun hanging out. I just want you guys to remember, watch what you want to watch. Have your own opinions. Don't listen to talking heads on YouTube and
like what you like, but don't be a
freaking. Don't listen to critics on Rotten Tomatoes or review bombing or IBMD, whatever hell it's called. Make up your own mind about cinema, about TV shows, about movies. Go see it for yourself. DL, do you have any live streams coming up or any reviews?
Like I said, probably the next upcoming one will be for Daredevil, Born Again, when that finishes airing. And then I have a couple of other streams planned, like I'll probably do a 20th anniversary stream for Revenge of the Sith, since the re-release is coming out soon. And then soon we'll be doing Super Month, where we will review all the Superman movies leading up to Superman 25.
Wow.
So that's the stuff I have planned in the near future. And then other regular reviews like I just realized like all the movies that are coming out relatively soon, like Ballerina. So I gotta talk about the rest of the John Wick movies before then. Since I talked about all the Alien films before, Romulus, gotta do the same thing for Predator when Badlands comes out. Obviously continuing with the Marvel stuff when Thunderbolts comes out. All that good stuff. So that is what's coming down the pipeline soon. So subscribe to IMDL if you want to hear my crazy takes on things.
Mama Bear, did you put the link for DL's channel in the chat for me? Thank you very much. Or anybody with a wrench, all you guys in there. I will be on Renovision tomorrow night on The Qualified. We will be talking about cheesecake covers once again. More cheesecake, which is Guna.
Is that where I can find that show now? Like, because I miss it.
Oh, just just subscribe to Renovision.
Okay.
Oh, let me put it in the thing. Yeah, because it doesn't serve a purpose for us to dual stream. I have, the reason I did it originally was to get the hours to get monetized fully, and it's already been over a year since I've been monetized. So
I got you. No, yeah, because I want to talk about the potentiality of this Batman relaunch in September.
There we go. IMDL. And we have Renovision. If you haven't subscribed to Renovision, subscribe to Renovision. And Sunday will be my what do I do on Sunday? Oh, the other comic show where I talk comics, tell you what covers are hot. And hold on one second. I am back. A viewer sent me some signed comic books to give away on my show. Some signed comic books. And these are some. Oh, it's actually how many? Oops. One.
Hey, you know what movie on Lionsgate's presentation this week at CinemaCon? You know what movie they didn't mention?
Those are pretty.
And a special signed. And this is signed by. Who was signed by? I have to find out. I know it's the artist's first work in comic book, so this artist has promised. I'll find out the name by the Sunday show, but show up for the Sunday show, and there's a 1 in 4 chance you can win a comic. Well, not a 1 in 4.
All right.
It depends on who's watching.
Twist my arm, bro. Oh, fine, I'll show
Make
up.
sure you hit that bell notification for all my shows. Ooh, riveting. Ooh, oh hell yeah, Spawn. It's not Todd's signature. It's a new artist. So
I'm gonna say that'd be fun, hilariously ironic.
So come hang out Sunday with me, Thade, and Joe's Doolin as we review comic books. Talk about hot covers, and we talk about upcoming comic books for next month. And I will be back for Monday Madness or mature movie entertainment after dark.
Still doesn't sound right.
Sounds like a porno. Oh.
So,
yes.
You can find me at Movie Sadness and Disappointment. That's where I'll be.
Movie Sadness
and Disappointment. No, I was going to say real quick. Lionsgate gave no mention of Highlander this week at CinemaCon.
Oh, Highlander. Forgot about Highlander.
I want Highlander.
Yeah, I thought he was training. They don't train that long for these movies.
Oh, they
don't. Usually a matter of weeks. And then
that's not good.
No, I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I
haven't seen any pictures of the Voltron cast with Henry Cavill. But I have seen a lot of pictures of Chris Evans with the cast of Voltron because his wife is in the movie.
Are they bringing back Adrian Paul, though, for Highlander?
No, this is a whole new... Well, I'm sure you'll... you mean like he's like... Man. He's like the announcer at the boxing match or whatever, or I don't know, man. Some of those guys have egos way too big to take on a role like that. Yeah, I'm curious who the Ramirez.
No, that's what I'm saying. They can make him the Ramirez.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be somebody relatively bankable. Watch it be Willem Dafoe,
man.
Willem Dafoe as.
Let's go.
Now I want to watch Highlander TV show again.
Spaniard, please.
I didn't.
Yeah, also watch it,
man. Yeah, I've never seen Highlander.
Where is Highlander streaming? Is it on Amazon?
It's usually a lot of places free for
Tubi.
ads.
I know the cartoon is on Tubi. The animated series is on Tubi.
I like.
There was a Highlander animated series.
I actually saw that before I saw the movie.
Joe's Toes.
Oh yeah, the movie was a big deal with me and my friends, man, roommates and stuff. It was a big fucking deal.
That Queen soundtrack.
Oh, the Queen soundtrack, amazing.
The Queen soundtrack. Oh my god.
Yes,
Dude,
for on the TV.
Michael Kamen and
we
Brian
are
May.
born
dude.
to be kings.
Yeah, I have a Kind of Magic on vinyl.
It's Kind of Magic is that album that all those songs are on. It's got like Give Me the Prize. Oh, dude. Shit. It's a Kind of Magic. Dude. The song.
Yep. I got a lot of Queen records.
Let's get Daryl Hammond to play Sean Connery's character.
I love that song. Actually.
It's
It's a great song.
like, who would they get to play Ramirez? They'll be culturally appropriate this time, I'm sure.
Who Wants to Live Forever?
What's
we
his
had
name?
bootleg when I was in college. We
It's gonna be what's his
able to
name?
get a bootleg.
No. It's gonna be Idris Elba.
Pedro
because he's Egyptian.
Pascal. It's gonna be Pedro Pascal.
Oh, yeah, there you go. There you
Pedro
go.
Pascal.
Yep, there it is.
He's everywhere.
Yes,
there
he
it
is.
is. And then what was I know they were talking to Michael Fassbender about the Kurgan or whatever the equivalent character of the Kurgan will be in this movie.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be the Kurgan. I like the ones that get inside the dude's heads, like Jacob Kells in Highlander Endgame. One of the best movies out of the series, I will admit. And it has Edge from WWE.
Edge.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Boys are like a meth head.
Uh-huh.
My opinion on the Highlander franchise.
God, he doesn't like a
There
meth
can
head.
be only one.
I
Only
but
be
I liked
only
it-
one.
I
and
liked
that
Adrian
is-
Paul more than I liked freaking Christopher Lambert. Just
If you
saying.
say Pedro Pascal 3 times, he appears in a movie.
And a commercial too. What was that one that he put out not too long ago?
That movie he's got coming out in a couple weeks is blowing the fucking doors off screenings, man.
Which movie?
Was it Scary Tales or what's it called? Something, yeah, Scary Tales. Is that it?
Oh, I don't know.
The
What?
horror movie?
We're
If
going to
you've not seen
continue
the
this
trailer-
conversation
If you've not seen the
backstage.
trailer,
So
check the trailer for Pedro Pascal's next movie out because it is crazy.
we're going to continue this conversation backstage. You guys can stay in the audience, but we're leaving. So have a good night. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and subscribe to DL, subscribe to Renovision, and have a good night.